Hi everyone, welcome back to the Balanced Business Coach. My name is Tony Robinson. I'm a life coach for leaders and a burnout prevention specialist. I help individuals and teams create more balance in their personal and professional lives so that they can make a bigger and better impact on the places that they serve. Today, I want to talk to you about something really important, which is the secret to unleashing your full potential. This is in life, in work. I believe that the two have such a profound impact on each other that if we don't harness who we truly are inside as a whole, we cannot make a big impact in work and we cannot feel fulfilled in our life. So it's really important that we're intentional about where we choose to work, what things we do when we're outside of work, and how much we allow ourselves to authentically live and be in between both places. So if that sounds interesting to you, I hope you'll stick around. And with all of that being said, let's get into it. The first secret to unleashing your full potential in life is to be honest about where you really are and where you really want to go. Now, when I talk about being honest about where you truly are, part of this is going to be acknowledging what are the current causes of your stress or your burnout, what are the things that are weighing you down, and all of that is extremely important. I've got other videos on that. I'll link them down below. But deeper and probably more simple than acknowledging your causes of stress and burnout, we want to be honest about where we are at mentally and physically in time, with the age that you are, with the expectations that you had for your life, or the dreams that you used to dream of when you were younger. Where did you see yourself? Where are you now, and where do you actually want to go? It would probably be really helpful to get a journal out or something that you can write down. Where am I right now? I'm living in this kind of house. I have this kind of job. I've got this position. I have this car. I have these kind of friends. I work out this often. I am a mother of one child. I have these hobbies. Like, what is your life looking like right now? And just like write it out on paper so you can kind of see, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm working with. Like, you are here, kind of like a map. And then taking that and really getting introspective about, where do I want to go? What things in this current spot that I'm in do I want to change? And is there anything that I want to change? Because one of the things that I find is that a lot of people, they're actually really satisfied with their life, but we have social media and movies and all of these like Hollywood type things in our face that are making us feel less than. They're making us feel like we should be striving for more, or we're not good enough if we don't have certain things. And the truth is, if you strip all of that away, do you really feel dissatisfied with your life? Do you really want more? Are you okay with where you're at and you're just comparing yourself? Or do you actually want different things for yourself? And there's no right or wrong answer here. It just is what you want it to be. But acknowledge, is this something where it's not really about wanting more, it's about needing to change your relationship with social media or with comparing yourself to others? Is that it? Or is it something where it's like, no, I have a dream of having this type of business or having this type of job or having this type of car or going on certain trips or having a family or doing certain things with your friends? Like, if there is something more, write those things down too. That way you know exactly where you want to go. But consider these things without outside expectations and influence. So again, just to recap, the first secret is to be honest about where you are at and where you want to go. The second secret to unleashing your potential in life is to change your beliefs. A belief is just a thought that you continue to think. So if you are continuing to say the same phrases or think the same things over and over again, those are going to be your beliefs, and those are going to be the things that you truly start to feel about life. They may not actually be true, but it's something that you're continuing to say. So it's something that you're creating in your reality. So let's say every single Monday you go into work and you're having a conversation with your coworkers and you find yourself or everyone around you saying things like, "Ugh, it's Monday again. How was your weekend? Wish it was longer." Those kind of things are perpetuating the feeling of not wanting to be at work or not being satisfied with your workplace. And maybe you truly aren't, but that's where step one or secret number one was important. If you are actually satisfied with where you're at and you like your job, why are you continuing to say those things? Or why are you continuing to surround yourself with people who say those things? What would happen if instead on a Monday morning you said, "I love Mondays. Mondays are my favorite day of the week"? What would happen if you changed your belief to actually feel like Mondays were the best day? Better than Saturdays, better than Sundays, better than Friday nights. What if Monday mornings were your absolute favorite part of the week? I read a study recently that talked about how Tuesday was the most stressful part of the week for people based on the workload that they have coming in, the workload that they have left over from the previous week, things like that. And what if you just loved Tuesdays? What if you loved the excitement of Tuesdays? So consider, what are the beliefs that you want to hold about your life, about work, about your relationships, about anything? What are the beliefs that you want to hold, and what are the beliefs that you're currently repeating to yourself? Sometimes we aren't even consciously aware of the things that we believe, but if you start to get very intentional and pay attention to what your thoughts are that you're thinking on a regular basis, what are the phrases or things that you find yourself saying often? And are they positive or negative? Do you want to continue to believe those things for your life or not? Start to ask yourself those questions, because the more you become aware of your current beliefs, the more in control you are over what beliefs you actually have. We are programmed from a very young age to think and do and say certain things. It's just this repetitive behavior from our parents and their parents, or our teachers and their teachers, and it just gets passed down over and over and over again, and we're just kind of living life like little robots, going through and saying certain phrases and doing certain things. And the truth is, you don't actually have to believe the things that you were told when you were small. You don't actually have to do the things that you were told to do when you were young or as you've gotten older. Maybe in your current workplace, there's a belief system there, and you're just like, I don't really feel that. Like, I don't really align with what they're saying. You don't have to. You can choose your own beliefs. So, the second secret to unleashing your full potential is to make sure that you are changing your beliefs into what feels right for you. And then the third secret to unleashing your potential in life is to change your habits. All of us have habits. It's something that our brain is really good at, is creating habits. It's something that it does to create efficiency in our life, to create automation, to allow us to not have to think so hard about the things that we do every single day. So instead of having to think about the fact that you have to wake up and go to work in the morning, you get into a habit or routine of getting up and going to work in the morning. Maybe that looks like making yourself coffee and then packing yourself a lunch and then getting into your car, listening to a certain podcast, and then you get to work. Maybe that's something that you do on a regular basis every single day, and it's just become a habit. Maybe you have a habit of when you leave work, you go to the gas station and get yourself a big giant Diet Coke, and then you go home, you make dinner for your kids and your family, and then you immediately get on your phone and start checking your work emails and work until 9 o'clock at night instead of spending time with your family. Maybe you just have these certain habits or routines that you have created that allow you to get the things done that you need to do, but it may not be truly unleashing your potential for what is within you. Like, you may be able to check off certain things off of your to-do list, or you may be like feeling okay with where you're at, that. But if you are watching this video, I'm guessing you are ready to like take your life to the next level. And so in order for you to unleash your potential, you need to start being aware of like, what do I do on a daily basis? What are the things that are just kind of like coming naturally to me at this point that I don't necessarily need to be doing? So if you are looking to unleash your potential, what you want to do is go back to step one and start to fill in the blanks between where you are now and where you want to go. And whatever that gap is, you need to start creating habits in order to fill in those blanks to get you closer to where you want to be. So if you are that person who pulls up their email after dinner and works until 9 o'clock, maybe it's not possible for you to just immediately cut that off, but you want to start to implement new habits or create different things that you could be doing instead that are going to bring you joy and remind you, oh, I don't actually want to be working right now. That's just a habit that I have. What I really want to be doing is being present with my family. And so when you have these little things that you begin to implement and start to create habits of, even while you're, maybe still looking at your email or doing a couple things after work, if you start to gradually implement more things that you are actually wanting in your life, then that will naturally fall away. That desire to check your email or that desire to work until 9 o'clock, that habit to do those things will naturally fall away as you replace it with something that you actually want more for your life. So step 3 is going to be starting to change your habits. Go back to step 1. What are the things that you really want for your life, and what habits can you start to implement in place and start doing on a daily basis or a weekly basis to really get closer to those goals that you have? If you haven't read Atomic Habits by James Clear, highly recommend. It makes habits very simple and easy, straightforward. And then if you are looking for someone to help you through this, if you are like, all of this sounds great, Tony, but like I need accountability. I need someone who's going to help me through this because like you're saying all of these things, but I really don't know where to start. That is what a coach is for. I guide people one-on-one over 12 weeks where we truly get to the heart of where you're at currently, where you want to go, and over the 12 weeks, we get you to that point or significantly closer. We alleviate your burnout symptoms. We prevent you from getting more stressed out. We realign you with your vision and your goals for your life. We realign you with the truth of who you are. We start to evaluate what are your values and your habits and beliefs, and what are the values, habits, and beliefs that you really want to have, and how do we create those in your life so that you can live a more fulfilled and unleashed version of you. So if that sounds like something that you want to do, I actually offer free sessions for first-time clients. There is a link down below where you can book your first session for free. If you're not ready to take that step yet and you're just like, Tony, I'm so overwhelmed, I can't even think, I just need some like relief at this point, I also have a stress relief freebie down below. This is going to help you relieve your stress. There's multiple different tools that will guide you through different practices that you can do to truly come back to a more neutral emotional space and release that stress. So hopefully all of this was helpful today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button so that I know that you want more episodes like this. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to get notified every single time that I post new videos. I post every single Monday and twice a month on Wednesdays for a shorter Boost of Balance episode. I thank you so much for being here with me today. It means the world to me that you are here and on this journey with me. I hope you have a great week ahead, and until next time, take care.